Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this English learning video, there are two different topics that I will discuss. The first one is about asking for direction and giving direction. For the second one is about gerund. So, without any further, let's check it out.
Hello everyone, my name is Nathaniel Chandra,
And my name is Muhammad Horis.
and today we are going to have a dialogue about asking for direction and giving a direction. Hello, excuse me. Could you help me? I'm finding for the nearest bus station.
Sure, are you new to this area?
Yes, I'm visiting for the first time and I'm a little lost.
No problem. The bus station is far from here. Start by walking straight ahead for about 2 blocks until you see a big bookstore on your right.
A bookstore? Okay, and then what?
When you reach the bookstore, cross the street at the zebra crossing. After that, turn left and walk down the street.
How will I know I'm on the right track?
You see a park on your right hand side. Keep walking past the park and you come to a roundabout.
A roundabout? Should I turn there?
Yes, but take the second exit from the roundabout. That street will lead you directly to the bus station. It's right next to a supermarket.
Alright, let me repeat that. Walk straight for 2 blocks to the bookstore, cross the street, turn left, walk past the park, and take the second exit at the roundabout.
That's correct. It might sound like a lot, but it's only about a 10-minute walk.
Oh, got it. Is there a sign for the bus station so I will know I'm there?
Yes, there's a blue sign that says City Bus Terminal. You won't miss it.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your help.
You're welcome. By the way, if you get lost, don't hesitate to ask someone else for help. People around here are pretty friendly.
Wow, that's good to know. Thanks again. Have a good day.
You too. Safe travels.
Excuse me. I'm sorry to bother you again, but I think I got lost.
Oh, no worries. Where did you end up?
Well, I walked past the bookstore and crossed the street, but I didn't see the park. I must have turned the wrong way.
Ah, I see. That happens sometimes. Let me clarify the direction from you. After crossing the street at the zebra crossing, did you turn left?
I think I turned right instead.
That's where the confusion happened. You need to turn left after crossing the street. Walk down that road, and the park will be on your right hand side.
Oh, got it. Left after crossing, then the park will be on my right.
Exactly. Keep walking past to the park until you see the roundabout. Then take the second exit. The bus station is next to a big supermarket with a bright sign.
Thank you so much for explaining again. I will be more careful this time.
No problem at all. If you're unsure, just stop and ask someone nearby. You'll get there for sure.
Well, thank you so much for your patience again, and thank you. Have a good day.
You're welcome. Good luck and safe travels.
See you.
Bye.
watching and listening to our videos.
about asking the direction and giving the direction.
So that's all, I guess, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye. Hello everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In the second video, we're gonna talk about second topic, Jaehoon. Before that, let me introduce myself because I forgot to introduce myself in the beginning of the video. My name is Muhammad Horis, and this is my student ID card. I'm from study program Informatics from the University called Bingara Sarana Informatika. Definition: Jaehoon is generally formed with the addition of ing. It can be used flexibly in a sentence. It can be used to refer to action and also to post them as reason for a particular event. It can be used in different parts of a sentence. According to the Complete Dictionary, is a word ending in ing that is made from a verb and used like a noun. The Merriam-Webster Dictionary gives a much more elaborate definition. Jaehoon phrase an example. Definition: Jaehoon phrase is a phrase that begins with a Jaehoon, which is a verb in the present participle form ending in ing. In a Jaehoon phrase, the Jaehoon is used as a noun and acts as the subject of the sentence or part of the objects. Jaehoon can also be used to modify other nouns or pronouns in a sentence. Jaehoon phrase usually add information to a sentence and can make it more descriptive or interesting. Example: Jaehoon phrase is a combination of a Jaehoon and any modifier or object associated with it. A Jaehoon is a verb form that ends in ing and acts as a noun in a sentence. Example of Jaehoon phrase include singing in the shower, dancing at the party, and cooking dinner. This phrase can be used to describe action, activities, or hobbies. Jaehoon phrase can also act as the subject or object of a sentence. For example, singing in the shower is one of my favorite activities. It's a sentence with a Jaehoon phrase as the subject. Look closely at the phrase singing in the shower. So right, it is a Jaehoon phrase. Types of Jaehoons. In the English language, the Jaehoon form of a verb can function in multiple different parts of a sentence. Subject Jaehoons. Jaehoons often serve as the subject of a sentence. For example, reading books entertain him, or bathing your cat keeps them happy and healthy. Direct object Jaehoons. Jaehoon can also function as a direct object of the verb. For example, they love playing games, or he has a hard time paying attention. Indirect object Jaehoons. Jaehoon can also serve as the indirect object of a sentence. For example, they make jogging a priority, or she never gives studying much thought. Subject complement Jaehoons. Jaehoon can also complement of subject of sentence, joined by a linking verb like to be. For example, what she cares about most is dancing. Object of proposition Jaehoons. Lastly, commons. Jaehoon can also be the object of a prepositional phrase like the modifies beside or between, often before a comma. For example, besides cooking, he spent time painting and relaxing. Jaehoon and infinitive. Jaehoon and infinitive are the two parts of a sentence that make up a clause. They're often confused, and this confusion can lead to a mistake in writing. The difference between Jaehoon and infinitive is that while Jaehoon can act as a noun, like running or dancing, infinitive are verbs. Here we'll explain the things with proper example for each of them. Jaehoon, I am running around the living room. Infinite, I should go running around the living room. The difference between them is just how they look. It's also about how you use them. Gerund function. Gerunds and gerund phrases can be used in several different ways in a sentence. In general, there are 4 different ways that we use gerunds: as subject, subject complement, direct objects, and object of prepositions. Gerund as noun. This means that gerunds and gerund phrases can be the subject of sentence or clause, or to be the subject complement connected to the subject by an auxiliary verb, a helping verb. Let's look at the example of each of these ideas. Gerund as a subject. Sleeping is hard if you suffer from anxiety. Gerund can also phrase as the subject, being true to customers who want you many tips. Gerund as a subject complement. His favorite activities is reading. Gerund phrase as a subject complement. The thing she had most about school was getting up early. Gerund as object. Gerund and gerund phrase can be used as object in sentence clause. They can be used as both direct object as well as object of prepositions. Gerund as a direct object. Helena has mastered fencing. Gerund phrase as a direct object. They had mowing the lawn. Gerund as an object of a preposition. He quickly resolved to begin. Gerund phrase as an object of preposition. Holidays are perfect for visiting family. List of gerunds. Ing is the most common gerund and is also the one you use most often. This is because it's the gerund form of most verbs. If you have a verb that ends in ing, like paying, then you use a gerund instead of an infinitive. Other verbs that end in ing include ing to do something, ing to do doing something, ing with someone, ing with something, ing on something or someone. How to create gerund? You can create a gerund by adding ing to the end of a verb. In other words, a gerund is in the present participle form, but remember, a verb in the present participle form is automatically a gerund. Gerund examples. Gerunds are incredibly versatile. Here are a few more examples of gerunds and gerund phrases in sentence. The student will focus on passing to the class, then on learning. Karin was keen to enjoy weight loss journey. She felt social work was her calling. We watched a PSA about the dangers of drunk driving. Conclusion. A gerund is a grammatical form that acts as both a noun and a verb in the same sentence. Understanding how to use it properly requires some study, but thankfully, there are lots of examples available to help you get a better grasp on how it works. Once familiar with this grammar structure, gerunds can be used to create interesting and complex sentences that impress your friend and communicate more effectively. And that's it about my English learning video. I hope you enjoy it and see you in the next video. Bye!